Man punches Sesame Place worker over mask requirements at Pennsylvania theme park. You know what? Piss them off enough, they're gonna break out the Taco Me Elmo.
Wear your mask or get lost, boomer!
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/IamATotalPOS because everybody likes to get angry every once in a while. Alrighty, let's go. You know the thing. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get on this. Future Hooters girl, make him drool early. Size 2, that is kids' clothes. That's not just wrong, that's trashy. Now, I'm not knocking Hooters. They have a really good Double D burger, and it was legit good until they got rid of the menu. It's just that their marketing ploy does not work on kids' clothes. Trenholm University is down the street. Get a real job. Tattoos deter tips, FYI. First off, they didn't get the tattoos to try to impress you or get tips, okay? Secondly, who goes into a restaurant, sits down at an actual table and not the bar, and orders 2 Michelob Ultras? Aren't those things garbage anyway? So at this point, it's just garbage eating garbage. And lastly, I'm hoping that you are not that much of a trashy person to have done this after everybody like you begged those restaurants to open back up. You absolute garbage pile. Just for anybody watching, if you go into a place that recently reopened because it was closed down because of quarantine and everything, at least give the people working there a little bit more respect than you would normally do, because honestly, they have better things to do than deal with your butt. Yes, I know the title sounds bad. When I started dating my boyfriend 2 years ago, he was slim and fit. Now he is far from that. He weighs about 17 stone, 240 pounds at 5'10". I'm not very attracted to him at this point, but we stay together because we get along well and we care for each other a lot. We haven't had sex in maybe 4 months. He doesn't even try anymore. He gained a 1.5 stone in quarantine. I'd have sex with him if he lost at least 2 stone, but he can't even be bothered to do that. It's frustrating and embarrassing for me. I'm into fitness and I want a partner that at least looks somewhat healthy. I know this sounds mean, but his body really disgusts me. I tried to make healthy meals for him and he eats them, but then just eats more later. He drinks beer a lot, which doesn't help. His eating habits are terrible. I know he is extremely insecure and hates how he looks, so I decided I had to play on that. The only way his behavior seems to change is when he is shamed, so I've started bringing up his weight in public because bringing it up in private doesn't seem to do anything. We went out for dinner with friends and he was going to get some high-calorie dish, and I commented, "But what about your diet?" I brought up the amount of calories in food and listed off everything else he had eaten that day in a jokingly way so that everyone laughed. He laughed along, but I knew he would be hurt, and he ended up choosing a low-calorie option. He later told me how humiliated that made him feel, and he said I made him feel disgusting. I said he wasn't disgusting, but his weight and the amount he eat is, and if he doesn't want to change, I can't force him, but that won't stop me from talking about it. He then said that he was trying to lose weight, and I just rolled my eyes because he clearly wasn't. After that, I started commenting on his weight and what he's eating most times we went out, and he became even more ashamed. He tries to hide his body from me now. Last week, he started water fasting, where you don't eat and only drink water, and he has lost weight, so clearly, me speaking to him finally worked. I wish I didn't have to do this, but I only did it because I care about his health, and speaking nicely wasn't working. I feel like I had no other option. I know I hurt his self-esteem, but once he loses weight, I will be sure to praise him and say he looks good so he feels better about himself again. Am I the butthole for doing this? I feel slightly bad, but I know my intentions were good, and I'm pretty sure he will be better off for it. You know who also does bad things for the right reasons? Basically any villain in a movie. Oh yeah, no, I don't like the fact that my partner gained a little bit of weight when all the gyms were closed, but that means I'm just going to berate him until he's bullied into losing weight. You know, just wait until the day and age where this gets flipped around on you. Then it'll be an issue, won't it? This time of year, some Adams County farmers have beautiful sunflower fields. These rolling fields of yellow and green are inviting to photographers, families, and those seeking some quiet time away from the city. Unfortunately, this seemingly harmless act of visiting these fields is extremely detrimental to the farming community and to the residents of those areas. We have received countless complaints from area farmers and residents who have complained about their destroyed sunflower crops, drivers committing numerous traffic violations, and littering in the area. We have received reports of people driving through sunflower crops as well as walking through sunflower fields. Farmers rely on crops such as sunflowers to earn a living and to supply local bees in areas to pollinate. We would like to remind everyone that these fields are private property. It is a crime to go onto other people's property, even if there are no signs prohibiting trespassing. Criminal trespass carries a penalty of up to 6 months in jail and a $750 fine. And although our county roads are not heavily traveled, all traffic laws still apply. Be responsible when taking photos, obey all traffic laws, and pick up after yourselves. Do your part by respecting and preserving the beauty of rural Adams County. It really does suck when stuff like this has to be put up, but people want to do it for the gram. They want to get that nice photo opportunity, just for the photo. They don't make any money on it whatsoever. They're just being a pest for the clout. Prepare is an app that helps users discover recipes, plan meals, make lists, and arrange grocery deliveries. The app is a spin-off of Super Healthy Kids, and the founders claim that they are facing litigations from Apple. Apple reportedly takes issue with Prepare's logo, arguing that its attributes are too similar to its own logo. That's right, you're gonna get in trouble with the big guys if you have any logos whatsoever that has fruit. Imagine being the stupid Apple executive that decided to copyright an entire food group. Fruit of the Loom, you better change your logo. They're coming after you next. This artist needs praise, but I'm too stupid to actually put the artist's name in my title. Boo-hoo, but I want to do it for the karma, don't I? If you do this kind of stuff, you're no better off than Madame, or also known as Princess Trash. I'm the dumbest man alive. I forced my vegan diet on my pet. You are clearly dumber. Okay, look, if you have a legit reason from your vet that you need to take meat out of your dog or cat's diet, then yeah, that is totally justifiable. But if you do that because you don't want your dog to be like those carnivores that are just destroying the environment, then you are kind of a piece of trash, because let me ask you this. I have a snake. Where can I find the vegan frozen rats? You know what? I give it about 3 days before this YouTube ad gets pulled, for obvious reasons. And if you've gotten an ad or something like this, please let me know down below, because this is a new level of messed up. Woman tests positive for the beer virus and then gets nails done as she was desperate. The selfish customer told staff they should quarantine themselves after coming clean when she returned home from her trip to the salon in Washington, US. See, this is why, out of all of the possible ends to the plagues and pandemics of the past, we're in the US are likely going to have to get the whole "there were no more people to kill" ending, aren't we? Yeah, it's not like New Zealand was able to act smart, do their own thing, and actually was able to quarantine the virus out, but nope, we're apparently going to have to go for the high score in the kill count. Florida man spits in child's face for wearing a mask. Why am I not surprised that it's Florida? Dog rug Snoopy. Had our dog turned into a rug when he died. Treasured family pet. Has to be sold as new dog keeps trying to hump it. Looking for £100 or next offer. A very cozy and unusual piece. Yeah, unusual piece is an understatement. I honestly don't even know if I can show the photo of the actual dog rug, but those stereotypical, like, saber-toothed tiger rugs that you see in front of, like, hunters' fireplaces and stuff? Yeah, imagine that with your family pet. Leaving nose uncovered defeats the purpose of wearing a mask, study says. LOL, I always wear my mask around my chin if I have to wear one. And that's why you're gonna die first, you bootleg Mr. Clean looking dude. Here's the thing. If oxygen or carbon dioxide go out of it or in it, cover it. If a pipe has multiple leaks, they don't just cover up one hole and call it a day. Either do it right or stay at home. I have legitimately lost count of the amount of people that come into my work not wearing it right, even though it's easier than an episode of Dora the Explorer. Teenage girl stabbed in back, refused treatment from doctor because he was black. At this point, it's just natural selection. If that's the biggest issue you're dealing with right now, you know what? Just let him go. If you feel stupid, just remember, there are people depriving themselves of oxygen to protect them from a virus they are going to inject themselves with later. And who told you that credible evidence? Was it through a signal received from your metal tinfoil hat, or was it the voice in your head? Georgia student suspended after posting a photo of crowded hallway at her school on social media. See, this is what I mean when the schools don't help you whatsoever. Like, seriously, there can be many instances where kids act up against bullies, but because the kid acting up against the bully would look bad on their image, no, the little kid that's getting bullied has to get in trouble for it. Same thing here with this BS. No, the school would look bad if they realized their reopening would lead to a spike in virus cases, so let's get rid of the student. All the student is guilty guilty of was getting in trouble for showing what really was going on with the school and how stupid it looks reopening now. Because seriously, they closed it when it was just beginning, but let's reopen it just because the days are convenient. It's not about the virus being at an all-time high. Seriously, Georgia, this does not make any sense whatsoever. And with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you would like to show your support and be amazing, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below, start up a discussion regarding any of the stuff that was in this video, and if you would like to, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.